One man's trash is another man's trash.
Look, look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. Of course I can talk, don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the time as an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity. All this I have seen, alive. Oh no, my fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear? Of course they can hear her, the brats! We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately... Yes, yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost treasure?
Kindness is its own reward, and then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound witch. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Hold it right there, Orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a two-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
The wizard, you say? Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
Agreed. A wizard is bound to know more about what is going on around here.
Capital, come along. We're not far from the city. Come, let's have another drink while we still can. To your very good health.
And yours, Bibius. Here goes. Oh. Goes down as smooth as burning needles. But I'll be damned if it doesn't get you more hammered than an anvil.
Better to be dead.
Desecrated! Well, there we have it. 2 dead legionnaires.
This feels wrong. We really shouldn't have.
I think you're right. We had no real reason to kill them, and yet we did. In cold blood.
Drive them back!
Careful! Those beasts are deadly!
Back to hell with your beast! of your death is at hand. This is the end for you!
Those orcs had a human commander? How very
Who was
curious.
that joker leading those orcs?
And described
Damn
it.
traitor.
Where are Bibius and Junius? Didn't they hear the fight?
Hail, Source Hunter. Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. The Legion welcomes you. I'm a proud Legionnaire and always will be, but I thought we'd be doing more slashing and less dying when we landed in Sicil. Bloody orcs are at it again. Beats me what on earth they want in Sicil. This is their second attack within as many weeks and their second defeat. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbour to the west of here. It's hard to say. That ship needs attention, and fast, or she's as good as sunk. Got any special source hunter tricks to make a blue sky turn to rain clouds? Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs? It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the Cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine? One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
Bless the seven I am restored! Into the fray once more.
Filthy beasts! I'll kill the last one of you!
I like you much better with your guts on the floor.
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sakes.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you touch a horse on her head.
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
Bringing your little orchid girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Nonsense. Listen. She's howling.
fool would trust a two-bit love potion out of a backstage circular from youthful...
Cast your gaze instead upon my fair, fanged filling.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
Here is like
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold! There we are. Meet my other half, hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's... It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
Filthy beasts, I'll kill the last one of you.
So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand. I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter, and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sorcery, sects, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
How to fly, and I won't let you touch a horn on her head.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save up. Blasted orcs have learned how to play with fire.
Blasted orcs learn how to play with fire!
Blasted orcs have learned how to play with fire. What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
Save that ship all by your lonesome. Quite the feat. If I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the orc shaman set his fiery gaze on her sails. But you managed to rescue her from a watery grave. Closest thing to a miracle I've ever seen.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that we...
Inject some vim into your routine.
Time's a-wasting! God-forsaken place!
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese.